One morning, you're walking through the streets of Jerusalem. The sun is rising, yet some houses still have their windows tightly shut. From inside, you can hear faint prayers and the soft crackle of burning candles. Imagine a neighborhood where children have never seen a smartphone, and families still believe the television is a box of the devil. And this isn't just tradition. It's the living form of a belief system that has remained unchanged for thousands of years. Even today, one day of the week, the world comes to a halt for millions of Jews. When Friday's sun sets, the electricity goes off, cars stay parked, and even phones fall silent. Because the Sabbath has begun. God's command to rest is still followed word for word, even in the heart of the modern world. It's not just a restriction. It's a ritual, a way to reconnect with God. The Jewish faith is bound by rules, yet built upon a deep philosophy. When they wake up in the morning, their first act is prayer, washing their hands 3 times to purify themselves. They don't just read their sacred texts, they live by them. Many turn toward Jerusalem to pray, morning, noon, and night. But what's most striking is how this faith shapes even the smallest details of daily life. For Jews, eating itself is an act of worship. Every bite is guided by the rules of kashrut, the dietary laws. Pork is forbidden, blood may not be consumed, and meat and dairy can't even share the same table. That's why a devout Jewish kitchen is divided in 2. One side for meat, the other for dairy. Even a single fork can't be used for both. Separate shelves, separate pots, even inside the refrigerator. For 1 week each year, things become even more extraordinary. Pesach, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. During this time, no leavened food may be eaten. Even a single breadcrumb is forbidden. That's why some Jews cover their entire kitchens in aluminum foil. Cupboards, counters, oven, everything shines like silver. To an outsider, it might look like obsessive cleaning, but to them, it's something sacred. The purest way of keeping a promise made to God. Judaism is not just a religion, it's an identity. To be considered Jewish, one's mother must be Jewish. That's why marriages follow extremely strict rules. In some communities, marrying a non-Jew is almost impossible. Because for them, lineage is more than blood, it's a divine inheritance. And there are communities that preserve this heritage in the strictest way. The Haredim, or ultra-Orthodox Jews. They have deliberately separated themselves from the modern world. Television, the internet, social media, all are forbidden. From a young age, children receive only religious education. Math, history, science, none of these are taught. Only the Torah, prayer, and worship. In some families, instead of a smartphone, they use a kosher phone, a basic device with no internet access. From the outside, this way of life may seem like a frozen moment in time in the 21st century. But for those inside, it means never straying from God's path. Community leaders decide who they will marry, where they will live, and even which technologies they are allowed to use. And perhaps that's exactly why Judaism has stood tall, despite countless disasters, exiles, and wars throughout history. For them, this faith is not just a form of worship. It is an identity, a community, a way of life. For thousands of years, they have lived by the same rules, the same prayers, and the same steadfast determination. Some may find this rigidity hard to understand, but perhaps it is exactly this consistency that has made Judaism one of the world's oldest and most resilient belief systems. In this video, we took a brief journey into the closed yet fascinating world of the Jewish faith. If you found this story interesting, we'll explore the hidden sides of other religions together in future videos. See you in the next one. Goodbye.